All right, hi everyone, and welcome to a new, I'm going to call it a mini-series of Foundation. It's Silicon Valley? No, it's not. It's Sycamore Valley, and this is a map that I made. I uploaded it to mod.io so you can see it. If you're playing Foundation, it'll show up on your mods list under maps. I'm going to use the map I made, and I'm going to go back to historical Angevin names, which is what I used for the Riverside series. These names are fun. I can't pronounce half of them, and that makes it fun. So let's get started here. All right, we're in. We're not going to read the help. We don't need no stinking help. So I have debated a long time. I carefully placed all these starting areas, so there's a lot of variety. This one, limited number of trees, but you get access to the coast. The bottom line is, though, is that you cannot get fishing until you get 20 serfs, and by the time you have 20 serfs you have trading enabled and you can take a second land. So in fact your first land doesn't need to be on the coast. So this square works for that, and this is the second square, and that does give us a good number of trees, and then eventually we could build a forester and start planting trees. And I think this is the one I'm going to take right here. So let's do that. Okay, and I'm going to put down the village center and get our people in. Then we'll introduce the people, and then I'll explain the map. So we have Cecil, we have Mark, Theodoricus, Aeldiet, Amelin, Tresak, Aelitha, and Caitlin. Yes, that's our starting villagers, boy. So now let's take a look at the map real quick. So what I did is I had some fun with this version of the map. I uploaded two maps. One of them's called River Junction, and this is called Sycamore Valley. This is the same as River Junction, except I expanded the heights of the hills. Basically, I set the minimum and the maximum value, the difference between the two higher, so everything is kind of expanded. I raised some land in front here, making it not super level, so there's some bumps, I guess you would call it. And then I put only oaks up in the upland on the hillside, and down in the valley I put only sycamore trees. There's no poplar trees in the game. This makes use of there's four different tree types: pine, sycamore, poplar, and oak. And these are all oak. Look at them. There's not a pine on this map at the moment. You can always plant them with the forester, but there's no pines on the map, and there's no poplar on the map, just oak and sycamore. I think it looks pretty cool. And then we can definitely take advantage of the fact that we can plant our own trees now if we want to change the way things look. So all starting squares have access to everything that they need. So if you build on this side of the map, the trader and the envoy and the immigrants all come from this location, and they also leave by that location. So on some of the pre-built maps, the envoy will come in on one side and leave on the other. I like the fact that there's, let's say that there's a town upriver here, and so they come in and leave in the same direction. If you build on this side of the map, they're just going to come in from the other side of the river. If you build on this side of the map, they all come from up here. So there's a really limited amount of land on this side before you need to build a bridge, but it's really fast to get the traders and the immigrants in because they only have to walk a short piece to get to the starting area. But we're not starting on that side. We're starting on this side, so everybody's going to come from over here. I also made sure that all the fishing areas work now, and there is a good grouping of fish where these rivers meet. I figured that's where the best fishing is going to be. But there's fishing all the way up and down all the rivers. And there is iron, but not a lot of it. I'm going to have to turn on the user interface for this. And the iron is, there is one patch right here. So if we're on this side of the map, you'd have to build back here. There's also another patch hidden back there. Here, the iron's pretty readily accessible. You just have to climb up the hills here to get to the iron. And then over here, again, not too far away. You just have to go up here to get to the iron. And yeah, I did make it so that you do have to buy land to string it out to get to the iron. I thought that was an interesting change of pace. Instead of putting iron really easy access, near the starting zone. Now, the other thing I did on this side, well, I tried to make sure every area was accessible. So you see that there's walkways that villagers can get up, or flat lands. What's shallow sloping lands? Just about everywhere. So most areas are buildable. I'm sure that there's some area that I missed where a villager can't get to it, but most areas are buildable, including this area over here. Let me turn off the iron ore. I'm tired of looking at it. I sloped this area out and did some zigzags, and then built I put in markets all over the place, and the builder could get to every single one of them. And then also, I thought this was cool. There's berries right on this hill here. And because I didn't actually use the height map when I placed the berries, that is some kind of a happy accident there. So there you go. And I think this is a starting zone because there's rocks in here too, if you wanted to start up on a hill. But anyway, we're not doing that. We're going to start in the traditional spot down by the river. So let's revisit our villagers whose name I can't pronounce and get the game started. There's no workplace. Is that a warning? What is that? I know it's a warning. Okay, one other thing I'm going to do, and I recommend doing it in this preview build, at least right now, is turn off immigration. Just turn it off and don't look back. Because if you should get an immigrant early, just by chance somebody decides to join, you'll be stuck with this quest that says raise your happiness to 100, which is almost impossible once the game starts requiring housing and such, which it does after you get that extra villager. So, yeah, no immigration until I hit that 100 happiness. So let's get going. Lumber camp, and we'll just call the town Sycamore. Sycamore in Sycamore Valley. So we know the rocks are going to be a negative, so I'm going to put this right here. And thank you very much, game. And then we'll put a stonecutter camp right over here by the stones. Ta-da! And then we'll put a well. See, I figure one of the reasons I like this spot is because we'll cut down the trees here, and I'll put housing here. I thought about this spot, but it takes up a lot of water, and there's not very much room for housing, and it's just a pain. So I'll put the well right here. And then, I need to assign builders. So Cecil, close this. Cecil, you'll be a builder, and Mark, you'll be a builder. And we only need 2 builders right now. Next up, the gathering hut. I don't want to cut down any trees because we need all of them. So can I sneak you? Here's the berries. I'll just put you right in here. All right. And then what else do I need? We got a stonecutter camp, a well, a gathering hut, a lumber camp. The granary will go somewhere in between the gathering hut and the market. I'm going to put you right here. What is the front? Is that the front? For some reason I feel like it should be twisted like this. So that's what I'm going to do. I feel like it should be something like this, and it should go somewhere like right there. We go. Okay. And I need to assign a woodcutter, but I want to assign an extraction zone so they don't complain. And you know what? To start off with here, this whole half, including the stones and everything, are going to be the extraction zone. All right. So let's get the woodcutters working. We'll do 2. And then stone cutters. You're not done yet. Hurry up. High speed. Quest complete, paint the extraction zone. I'm glad you noticed. You have a new quest, produce berries. Well, things are getting done. Stonecutter camp's done. Let's assign 3 people here, because I'll just reassign them later. But this gets us some resources really quick at the beginning of the game. It's quite nice if you're rushed to get through the beginning. So I was saying this is a mini-series. I have not finished playing Pinewood. But it's winter in Pinewood, you know, all those pines up there. So I'm down here for a winter holiday vacation. I want to play this to work out all the bugs. And gathering hut's complete. Let's get some. Oh, we only have 1 person left. That's fine. We don't need that many berries to start out with. We got plenty of stone. Stuff's getting... The well gets complete super fast when you have a lot of stone cutters. Alright, we produce berries. Now we have to produce the granary, which we're working on. Anyway, I really want to play this preview version to find and work out all the bugs. I've played an offline version, I think I was saying before, and I got it pretty far without any big problems. And it is really, really neat. There's some really cool things, some really cool unlocks that I want to get to. Ooh, I gotta figure out where we're gonna put our first fort too. Alright, the granary is complete. And we're gonna let's do berries and berries, and we'll take off a stone cutter and we'll assign them to the granary, and we get 100 gold. Yay for us. And fill the needs of your newcomers. So now we have to build a market. Should have already been building this. And let's see, we'll put the market, because the granary is right there, backing up right to the granary. So you can just go right behind you and pick up your stuff. There you go. We'll slow down on the wood. No. We'll slow down on the stone and we'll assign somebody to the market. So you will be Amelin. You'll be the market tender. So here's this thing I was talking about. Raise the happiness of your village to 100. We're currently at 50. Days to next immigration 4. So we only have 8 people. We have 8 serfs. They start off as serfs in this version. And I am not touching anything until this happiness hits 100, which it will as soon as we start selling berries. Everybody will show up to buy their berries. They're super happy. They hit 100. Then I'll turn on immigration. And we'll go from there. As soon as everybody buys berries. Come on. Come on, buy your berries. You can do it. So whoever's still working, here they come. 94. One more villager. One more villager. I think it's her that was cutting down the tree. Come on. Oh, we hit 100. Okay, there we go. So we hit 100, and now we can turn on immigration. One day, good. We should get some people joining us very soon. Yay, one person decided to join. If we roll up the river here, we should see them coming in. Here they come, walking on the beach. And there's our new villager, who shall remain nameless. There he is. Until he gets here. Then we'll figure out what his name is. Alright, so now we can continue. So now I have to build a sawmill. Right, so let's get the sawmill out of the way, because I'm going to need to build a warehouse. Just put the sawmill right across from the lumber camp. Like so. There we go. There he is. And what's your name, dude? Oh, goodness. Cerebrethal. What? Cerebrethik. That's just about as bad. I'm your humble servant. Thank you very much. Give me the stuff. And how's everybody doing? Kind of waiting around for stuff to build. Forester camp is at 12 serfs, just in case we run out of wood. We need to unlock the warehouse. So here it is. Here's where you build your Lord Manor. And you know, it's totally going up here. It doesn't have to go on our property, but I want it above everything. So it's totally going to go right up here. Yep. So it can overlook our little village. Perfect. All right. But we got to get this finished first. What are we waiting on? Oh, I didn't mean to target the build. We're not waiting on anything. It should almost be done. And then Sabarathical, or whatever your name is, you're going to be a carpenter. Cerebrethik. And we still have a bunch of trees left, so we're not doing too bad. We have 41 wood, and now we're making the plankage. Oh yeah, 8 villages like space for housing. So let's get the housing in. And like I said, I'm going to do this side. So a little smaller. Zero decided to join. That's a shame. And so let's get the housing back in here. I don't want the housing to cut down any trees. And you can go up on the hill a little bit there, okay? But if I'm going to put the Lord Manor, and the Lord Manor can go off the property. I don't want you guys to be too close. I don't want you to hurt my view. As a matter of fact, there. Yeah, there. That's where you can build your housing. Okay. 2 still lack. Well, there you go. There's the other house. All right. And how are we doing on planks? Because I'm going to want to unlock the trade route. And we have 10 planks. Oh, got to build a warehouse. How silly of me. Got to unlock it. So go to the Splendor. And we need more newcomers to do the warehouse. Well, that's fine. I can unlock the trade route because we're going to build up 20 planks. So far, no bad weather. I'm looking forward to showing how foggy it gets down here on the river when we get the unlock. Ta-ta-da. And I'm going to want to buy tools until we reach 30's fine. I'm going to want to sell above, I'm going to say 25 polished stone, and I want to sell above, I'm going to say 80 planks, and sell above, I'm going to say 100 berries to start out with. There, 2 and 2. All right, now we got people coming in, so that'll advance us. Because I need to build that warehouse. But we'll have plenty of planks just in time for when we need to build the warehouse. So it's all good. Why aren't you following the river? I was kind of hoping you'd... Oh, that's the trader guy. All right, the trader guy's here. And he can't drop off the tools, but he can visit the berries. But we don't have that many berries. So, and the people are coming in the same route. Okay, for some reason they decided to come off the river and go this way. Which is fine, I guess. I was kind of hoping that they would follow the river, but it decided to cut through the trees. The splendor of your village has unlocked something. I am almost sure that is the warehouse. There it is. So let's get it built. Where do we want to put the warehouse? It's all negative over here, and the trees are all cut down already, so let's just stick the warehouse kind of back in here. Give them room to walk. Here's the warehouse. And we'll high prioritize that. Quest completed. Unlock a trade route to get tools. I already got the free territory. All right, then. So we can go ahead and take this one. That's the next territory I was going to take. That gives us more rocks and more berries if we need them. But more importantly, I can expand the extraction zone to take out these sycamores. Because even though this is Sycamore Valley, let's face it, sycamores are not the same quality tree as an oak. Then over here, I can very carefully, and I'm going to pause. Oops. Keep that up. But let me wipe out this extraction zone. There we go. Keep this up. Wipe out this extraction zone. Okay, and then circle the rocks. And circle the berries. And we're good to go. Okay. And we're waiting on the warehouse. Oops, and my village list is off the bottom of the screen. We got Pavia and Ringworm. Ringwar. Berries. Yep. There we go. This will greatly increase our production of berries. And we still need that warehouse finished. One decided to join. And I suppose... Oh, the warehouse is done. Right. I don't have a villager anymore. But anyway, this is where we'll get the tools. And we'll want to store some stone and some planks and some polished stone, because that makes good money. And one person's joining, and they'll be our transporter. Here he comes. No, horse guy. What do you want? 30 berries. How many we got? 13? Nope. See you. And here comes our new guy. There he is. He's really walking fast. It's Snekty. I do love these names. Snekty, you're the transporter. It's Snekty the transporter. And now they're complaining about the Lord Manor. So let's get that done. And really get this thing going. Lord Manor. I'm putting it right up here on the hill, right off the property in the oaks here. We'll put it like this. And I'll put the front door on like this. And I am going to go ahead and put a treasury on. And raise it up by 1. Because I want to. 25 planks, 23 stone. We have 15 planks, 22 stone. Close. Close. And that's where the Lord Manor is going to go. Alright. So check it out. It's kind of mostly it's not raining yet, but it's mostly cloudy. I didn't notice that the clouds actually changed too. Pretty good detail on the clouds. And somehow I ended up on the other side of the world. As a trader guy. Alright. We have our 30 tools? We do. We have our 30 tools. So we completed that trade. We're losing the big money because of the trading cost. But that'll change next week. And you guys are cutting down trees. Can I do the forester camp yet? Not quite. 12 serfs. One decided to join. How many do we have? 8. We have 4 newcomers and 8 serfs, so I have to promote. So I have to build the Lord Manor before I can promote. So this starts our first mini waiting game, really, to get that Lord Manor built so I can start promoting people. Alright, I think I'll expand the residential zone before they start complaining. We already can go over here. Nobody's complained yet, but I think you can go over here. And I want you off the hill, so I'm actually gonna take a bite out of this to keep you down on the bottom of the hill. I gotta figure where we're gonna put our first church too. So does it get that probably doesn't give us enough room here. So let me expand this just a little bit. And that should give plenty of room for houses. We'll go up just a little bit. There we go. That should give plenty of room for homes. With that home really close to the well. But that should give plenty of room. Plenty of room. And we have the Lord Manor's finished. And check it out. It is week 4, day 7. I've paused it because we finished just in time. Just in time. So we're going to assign this to the Great Hall. This allows us to promote villagers. We're going to assign this to the Treasury. That allows us to get up to 920 of the goldage. And then I will unpause. And I should get the promotion screen when we jump over here to back to week 1 in month number 3. There we go. Okay, so I need to pay 20 to promote all these serfs. I'm going to promote all of them. Ta-da! Forester camp's now available. That's good. And we promoted our first newcomer, so we finished that quest and cleared out the quest menu. And now I believe not quite. I need 6 splendor and 20 serfs to unlock the Fisher Hut. And I have 13 serfs. Okay, but we did unlock the forester camp. And I'm going to need to build it. Where do I want to build our forest? You know what? I tell you what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Forester camp. We're going to put the forester camp in right over here. Okay, right along here. And I'll point it in this direction. Yeah. And you know what we're going to plant? We're going to plant poplar because pine really is what a lot of places use for wood. But I'm going to plant poplar because it's fast growing. And I'm all about the deciduous trees. I'm tired of looking at the pine trees, right? So we'll plant only poplar. And, oh look, 10 planks and you're bringing it. And let's go ahead and draw that reforestation zone. And it's going to be centered right around here. I think just pretty much all in the green area here. And we'll do like this. I think you ought to be able to reach this whole area. I don't know if you can plant on the beach or not. We can give it a try and see what happens. But as soon as we assign somebody, you'll plant those areas in poplar as soon as I set it up. And yes, we have more people building houses. Nobody is complaining. One unemployed. What should you do? We have 58 berries. We have 18 planks. We don't have any wood. Where's the lumber camp? There. Get on that. Get on that and cut down some wood. I could probably move the lumber camp over to here. That would be more efficient. Right? But it's also a big negative. Forester camp's complete. Oh, I assigned her only... Need another person before we can get the forester. It's okay. We're not running out of trees yet. Unless I didn't set that as a... Yeah, I set the whole thing as an extraction zone. So we're fine. Alright, and here comes that low-level fog. Which is kind of cool. It makes this really look like a river town. A riverside town. Because of the fog. But if you get up, let's say you're up here on this hill, for instance, right? Yeah, the fog's below you. You can see the fog down there, but you're never in the fog. It's pretty cool. Down here, yeah, foggy all the time. All right, we have Emain. Emain came in, and Emain's going to be our forester. So you're going to be up here, and we're going to plant only poplars. There we go. We'll see how that looks, and we'll see what the reach is. One more decided to join. Good. So we're breaking even currently. I am going to go ahead and move the woodcutter camp up. We need to start selling some polished stone, I believe, to really make some money. So I am going to build a stonemason hut. And, oh, what do you want? Hold on, what do you want? You want to do 20 foot? We're not doing fish yet. And you should know better, really, at this point. I want to build a stonemason hut. And we'll put the stonemason hut right back here. That'll get us some polished stone. And then I'm going to move the lumber camp and its negativity. I'm going to move it right over here. Because we're going to be planting trees here. We're going to be cutting down trees. Actually, I guess I could move it. I guess I could move it over in here. Because that doesn't take out any trees. And it doesn't, the negative doesn't quite hit the residential area. So let's put it up there. Building complete. Oh, stonemason. I got really dazzled just for a minute. All right, the lumber camp. Let's take this lumber camp and fire these three. And let's put them in 1, 2, 3 right over here. Okay. And you have 9 wood, so I'm not going to delete you quite yet. And then the stonemason hut's finished. And we should have... Oh, we do. Oh, I'm not sorted by job. No wonder. Caitlin is unemployed, and so you're going to start making us some polished stone, Caitlin. It's a pretty normal name you got there. It's spelled wrong, but still. At least I can pronounce it, I think. It might be Caitlin. No idea. Alright, 2 more unemployed, so where do I want to put them? Maybe it's time to bring up the job list. And we need to start thinking about providing clothing. No, church. We need to provide church so we can upgrade to commoners, right? That's the next step. We're going to need a lot of stone for that. So let's assign you two to the stonecutter camp, because we only have 24. We have 23 wood, 30 tools, 87 berries. We're just about ready to be able to sell berries. But, right, if you look at the villagers now, like Gunnote, who is a newcomer. I was wrong. Let's look at Ringwar, who's a serf. Yeah, you're missing service. So the church is next. Might as well be up near the Lord Manor, since they tended to be in cahoots back in medieval days. Cahoots. Rustic church. And we'll put the core right here. We'll put it back a little bit. Like so. And we'll put just a standard... Oh, how about this door? How's that door look? Just this door on it. I don't want to build too big, but yeah, see, the problem is we don't have any money. But I don't want to have to rebuild right away. Let's do that. And let's put up a wooden bell tower anyway. Okay. And we'll put a cross on the front. And we need 84 stone, 61 planks, 16 tools. We're only short on stone. We have 34 of it. So let's get started. And yes, I don't have enough money to promote. So that's enough promotions for today. We are making money, just barely. But the church will help, because then we'll be able to upgrade people to commoners, and commoners make us money. And you know, I was saying serf is the most efficient, but it doesn't make the most money, because commoners can buy clothes, and that's really, really good money. So that's the new strategy, and that's something I'm looking forward to. I'm also looking forward to them changing maybe the sound of the stonecutter camp, which I guess that's... Let's slow it down. Yeah, maybe that sounds right. But there's 12 polished stone. Almost have enough to start selling them. And if we look at the warehouse, 10 of them are there. And I think I set the sale to 15. Isn't that a true story? Yes, I set it to 25. Alright, I lied. We're only going to keep 10 and sell all above 10, because we need to sell right now. Planks we're selling above 80, we only have 65, so we're not selling that right now. And berries we have 91, and I said sell above 100. And I've got 2 slots dedicated to berries, so we're not overusing those yet. Okay, good. Alright, so here I am standing in front of the Lord Manor front door, and this is the view over the small town of Sycamore. And that's going to be it for this episode. Expect a few more of these at least as we continue the mini-series for this town. And at some point I will get back to Pinewood. Pinewood's not done yet. Right now I'm really enjoying this preview. And Pinewood doesn't work in the preview yet. I don't know if they're going to support save files, older save files, but it's okay. I have a completely running version of Pinewood. One of the advantages of owning the GOG, Good Old Games, whatever you want to call it, version of the game is that it's portable. You can make copies of it. So I make a copy and I put all the mods that I use right in that directory, so Pinewood's kind of frozen in time. And then I don't have to worry about accidentally upgrading a mod or anything. I can just use everything from that, and Pinewood will always work with that version. So I will definitely be able to finish Pinewood. All right, that's going to be it for this first episode of Sycamore here in Sycamore Valley. And when we come back, we'll continue to build out the city. And I want to build that keep right away, because I want to start sending the soldiers out, because that leads to some really neat stuff. if I don't accidentally kill them all off after the first mission. But we'll try not to. And I don't know who we're fighting either. Who is this evil? It's the evil king that took over Riverside. That's who we're fighting. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And there's the trader guy. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you later.